one fell
Watch out, let you.
I'm joined by one and only, they call him PK. And as I always say, if actually Kenyans were going to vote based on how handsome people look, then we would be having a guy in State House, although he's waiting to go into State House on 4th March. And if we are talking about looks, then I would be his running mate, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome to the break.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to see you.
It's not about looks.
Mm-hmm.
It's about doing what is right.
No, I'm just talking about looks.
I'm just telling you, it's about doing what is right.
How did it feel, by the way, remembering this time when you were doing your launch and your son did a speech and the social media was crazy because everybody, including my 14-year-old daughter, they all of a sudden they became a fan. And it was like, the guy looks hot.
Yani you're thinking, naweza kakuletea mbuzi. You're being very ambitious, my brother. Let me tell you, I was very proud of Andrew.
Yes.
Extremely. First, he just arrived the night before.
Okay.
Two, he didn't have a prepared speech.
Yeah, true.
But what I liked was he spoke his heart out. And I don't mind getting competition from my own son because as parents, you want your sons to do better than you.
You have two beautiful children.
Yes.
And Andrea.
Yes.
And
Andrew.
Yani it was just, let me ask you. Yani haukuwa creative na majina.
No.
Andrea and Andrew. See, Andrea is just a version of...
No, it is not.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Uh-huh. So
Andrea is a totally different...
Well, it just sounds the same. But anyway, talking about family and children, we must commend you on the beauty of your wife. You've got an amazing family. What is this? How did you meet your wife? If I may ask, because we'd like to know. And what is this that you told her to convince her to share the rest of her life with you?
It's such a long time ago.
Yes.
I would have to jangle my recollections.
Cool. We have all the time.
Which I'm not going to do for you today.
Yeah. So,
but talking about family, I think it is important. Those two kids have brought a lot of joy in the family. Every parent is striving to have the best out of their kids.
True.
And at age 19 and age 17, I would say I'm a very lucky guy. In the sense that they haven't given me a hard time. Okay. And I appreciate it every time. We have a strong bondage with Andrea.
Okay.
Very strong that in the evenings she'll give me a ring and say, Dad, are you still in the office? And I would say yes. I might catch up with you before you sleep.
Okay. Which do you normally do? Do you catch up with her before she sleeps?
She's in her last year and I want to help her finish.
Okay.
Because of her exams.
She's in school?
Hillcrest.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
This is her final year?
Yes, her final. She's in year 13.
So you are helping just like any other parent would be helping with homework?
Yes.
The last time I tried to do homework with my daughter, and yeah, things didn't work out for me.
Yeah,
simply because time has changed and I've been out of class for a very long time.
I think I think your daughter has a problem. She doesn't know whether she's dealing with Dad, the serious guy, or Dad, the cartoon.
Yeah, but you know, PK,
or the comedian.
PK,
yeah.
you have two children. That means you've gone through 2 pregnancies. And if we're talking from a man perspective, when our wives are pregnant, there's normally a craving they have for something.
I don't know. I never saw that.
Craving for anything?
I never saw that.
Yeah. Or
and the kids were very nice even when they were small. When they were born, they were quiet kids. They were quiet kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Bahati Estate.
Baha.
Okay. Eastlands, house number 1508.
1508.
I still go
with
there.
Ma.
Yeah. Mom was very nice. Looked after me very nicely.
Yeah.
I am glad that the Almighty God has given me an opportunity to look after her in old age. She hasn't been well for a couple of years, but we live together. She lives in my house. If I can only repay the debt of gratitude that she gave me when I was young, because Mom looked after me. She struggled.
Okay.
She couldn't afford it. As you know, I lost my father at a very young age. And mom really looked after me. Things were hard, but they were working. She took me to a city council primary school.
Which primo were you in?
Bahati Uhuru. We used to call it Bahati Uhunye.
You were in Bahati?
Bahati Uhuru Primary School.
Okay.
I applied to go to Alliance Surgery Form 1. But mom couldn't afford. That's how she ended up taking me to Starehe Boys Center.
There's a day I was watching soccer and guys were being beaten 5-1. You know, it's almost every 5 minutes there's a score. Which match do you remember that enyewe you were beaten thoroughly? Even you didn't even want to see your playmates after that.
And I was in Form 6 and I was a school goalkeeper.
Okay, Form 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And William Obwaka.
Willie.
Yeah. Had just propelled Gor Mahia over AFC in Khartoum over Eastern Central Africa, and he's an old boy. Then he came to play for the old boys. Voila. We were tormented
Thoroughly.
He scored 3 goals.
Ukiona.
He beat me 3 times. We were beaten 3-0, 3 goals from William Obwaka.
Peke yake. And things
First one, he dodged everybody, including me.
Okay.
Second one, nikamweka ngware, akapewa penalty. That one was a free kick.
Okay.
That one, even when I go back and remember, nasema siku hiyo jamaa moja alinilemea.
Willie Obwaka, mpaka wa leo you don't forget.
Yeah.
People in this country, we've not really understood the role of a first lady, so to speak. We don't know whether the first lady is just there to look like Maua or there's something role that she must have. What can we expect from the first lady, from PK side?
I think the presidency is one institution that must be purely policy and political. And I think Michelle has showed people what first ladies should do. Just look after everything and stay in the back room.
Okay.
If you look at our own history here, whenever first ni vituko bwana.
Ndio hiyo.
Hatutaki vituko.
That's why. That's why.
Hatutaki vituko.
So we can expect a lady who's taking care of our president.
Of backroom.
Is there a meal that it's not your favorite? And
yes.
you don't like it. You will never
kitu
like it.
naitwa marenge bwana, pumpkin.
Why?
Hiyo kitu mama alinipa na nguvu akichiwa na niweka kwa mdomo bana. Hiyo kitu nikiona sio I don't like it.
So the
has bad memory.
The malenge is what you grew up with. And my time, I may not be as young as you are, but my time there were grasshoppers, eh?
Dede.
No, what are these called city hoppers?
They used to be called Dede.
Dedes.
We used to chase those things.
And when we were playing Chamama and Chababa, and you've got to your measure as a baba. You have to bring your dede. So what are these things that you honestly think we are missing from the days we were growing up? Just describing your growing up environment in Baja then.
I think the estates were very cohesive. Eh? Okay. People appreciated each other. Right. People knew each other. People grew up together. People shared problems together. It was very nice. Okay. I liked it.
Okay. I'm just trying to imagine then and now. I mean, I remember those days, city council beans were all over in our estates.
Oh, things worked, eh?
Yeah, it's kind of.
My friend, things worked, eh?
Yeah.
Bahati dispensary was all I needed. Okay. If things got thick, I went to Jericho Health Center, and we were sorted out. Okay. But things worked. Roads were good, no potholes. Street lights worked. Ponyi patrolled 24 hours. There was no insecurity.
Ponyi meaning that's what you
police, police, cops, Ama karao. And then, amazing things. Buses came on a timetable, so we didn't have to flood at the bus stop. Okay. And they came on time. Yeah, carry on. And 2, dry clean. Mbuni and Pal used to pick clothes from Taani, go clean them and bring them back.
Did you ever get into a bus and you never paid? So whenever you got into
bus.
Okay. Oh, there was a bus pass. Did you ever tarmac? Did you ever
No.
Were you ever jobless, as in for a period looking for a job?
I did my last exam on 30th of November. By 28th of December, I had a job offer in the bank.
Form 6?
Yeah. And I started working on 1st of January, 2nd of January.
How much was your first salary?
2,850.
2,850. That was your first salon. The ones that now
That was,
the
a lot
ladies,
of, that was a lot of tunes.
the ladies just blow that in a what you call a treatment kind of thing.
Lots of tunes.
Yes.
Lunch.
What did you do the first?
Lunch was 10 shillings.
10 bob.
Everything.
What-
Soda, sauce, you need chips and fish.
You go
First
to-
hello, I went to Tender Touch. Do you know that shop at Diamond Trust? I bought stiletto bwana. Ile kiatu ilikuwa imesuguliwa pale nyuma.
You wanted your first salon and then you go and buy yourself a shoe. And from there?
Life was good.
Okay.
Because like where we were in the bank, we'd be given a loan of 5,000 to go and buy 5 suits. A suit was 1,000.
Talking about, you know, technology advancements and how things have changed. Those days, there are no many mobile phones that you would, you know, call somebody and make a date.
Those days was a fixed line.
Yes.
And you'd wait in a queue in a coin box to
Yes.
call somebody in their house, and you'd have to call when the parents have gone to work.
Okay. Yeah. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I guess as we wind up, thanks for not being evasive, as always. It has taken us some time to just get to share and people to get to appreciate who is PK and who's this guy that we all look forward to being the president. Come 4th of March, you're not the president. What's your reaction?
In the unlikely event, I'm not the president.
Unlikely event. Did you get that? Unlikely event.
Or I'm not in second round. I will just appreciate the will of Kenyans in determining their choices, and say I gave it my best, and that probably my best was not that good. And tell Kenyans we get the leaders we deserve, and I take a break and concentrate on my own things, because I doubt that if this country gets destroyed in the next 5 years, whether anybody will have the energy thereafter to kind of revamp it. So I'll probably take a back step and say Kenyans require young, energetic leaders, and I'm not one of them.
Thank you for finding time to be with me, Walter Mongare Sr. at Walter's Break. Join me tomorrow or the day after or next week as we talk to Kenyans and as we get to know our heroes who represent our aspirations in one way or another. It's been fun being with you. Take care. See you around. See you next week or see you tomorrow. We'll see you around and all the best.
Asante.
Good night.